You are all welcome to the season 1, episode 1 of the STEMROBO Innovative Challenge. In fact, there's a challenge between learners of STEMROBO schools in this country. And we have about 20 schools that are competing in this challenge. Now, learners in these schools are going to use technology to solve many problems that we are encountering in this country, Ghana, and the world at large. These challenges include climate change, transportation, health delivery, environmental pollution, and many more. So before you get to know our competing schools and our learners and also our judges, we shall take a message from our sponsors. But before then, I am your host, 𝗓𝗵𝗂𝗊. See you.
It's time to rise. It's time to shine. Strawberry time. Vitamin strawberry time. Time to rise.
Enjoy Vitamilk Strawberry with 33% less sugar than Vitamilk Regular, yet still delicious because of the nice combination from soy milk and strawberry. Source of protein plus vitamin B1 and B2. Rise and shine, Vitamilk Strawberry.
This advert is FDA approved.
Got my kitty in my pocket, my kids in my hand. Cookies so yummy, the best in the land. Banana, coconut, chocolate chip too. Every flavor says I love you. My kitty's got the crunch. My kitty's got the taste. Packed in love and wrapped so neat. It's the cookie I love to eat. My kitty's got the crunch. Yes. My kitty's got the joy. Come on. For every girl and every boy. It's Ghana's favorite cookie toy. In my lunchbox or at play, I take my kitty every day. One for me.
Welcome back from the message from our sponsors. Now let's get to know our judges. We have Mr. 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗓𝗏 Honu. He's the Deputy Director of Standard Assessment and Quality Assurance at NACA. He's also a science subject expert. He's also the National Coordinator of National Standardized Tests. And he's also a pre-tertiary curriculum developer and trainer. The second judge among the males is Mrs. Rosemary Okla. She also has 24 years experience in geographic information system, geological engineering, gender advocacy, and lecturing. In 2020, she was named one of the global inspirational women in mining, UK. And in the same year, 2020, her work on diversifying jobs for women in artisanal and small-scale mining was also published on the Australian Awards and Global Alumni websites. Mrs. Okla also works with the Ghana Geological Survey Authority as the acting head of Geographic Information System. She is currently the first vice president of Women in Mining Ghana. Our third and final judge is Mr. Patrick Ampe. He's an expert in STEM education and he has headed many schools that offer STEM education. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our judges. Before I invite our learners to come and showcase what they have, let's look at the topic that they are going to work on. We are going to look at the effect of technology on mitigating climate change. So the competing schools for this topic for today are 𝗡𝗶𝗁 Educational Center, 𝗏𝗂𝘁 Kumasi. And then we also have STEMROBO Center at Ashoman. But before they come, let's watch this short clip from 𝗡𝗶𝗁 Educational Center. Today we are in Kumasi, yes, Kumasi, and we are at 𝗏𝗂𝘁 to be precise. And we are here at 𝗡𝗶𝗁 Educational Center, where we are going to meet our STEMROBO students who are building a greenhouse garden. Yes, you know one of the problems we are facing now, lot of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere that is causing a lot of hazard to us. Yes, they are building this greenhouse garden that is going to trap the plenty carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and give us good and better oxygen to breathe. Yeah, this is the project they are building. So let's go to the lab right now and meet our STEMROBO students who are currently building this greenhouse garden, which is going to help us trap the plenty carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So please join me in the lab. Let's go.
Welcome to 𝗡𝗶𝗁 Educational Center. I'm Abigail Diajimai, a student of grade 8. The theme of our project is called Climate Change Mitigation. Climate change has greatly impacted us economic-wise and health-wise. But firstly, what's climate change? Climate change refers to the changes in the atmosphere over a long period of time. These changes have distorted rainfall patterns and also caused global warming. These are also as a result of greenhouse gases or effects caused by human beings. I know most of you are wondering what greenhouse effects are. Just think of it as gases which are released into the atmosphere that trap heat onto the earth. Examples of these gases are nitrous oxide and mainly carbon dioxide. Industrial activities and also agricultural activities also contribute to the release of carbon dioxide. But right now, our main focus is on reducing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere by the process called afforestation.
My name is 𝗏𝗡𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏. Because of greenhouse effect, the heat trapped in the atmosphere has impacted a lot in this world. Because of that, we are creating a garden that will suck up all these gases. But how are we supposed to be alert that there is less moisture in the soil? Because of that, we are creating a soil moisture detector that will alert us that there is less moisture in the soil.
We are going to need gloves. Abigail, please get it.
Transplanting, do make sure that you transplant in the evening.
Make sure to sprinkle the water on the soil and not on the ground.
So this is our greenhouse garden, which is being built by the STEMROBO students of 𝗡𝗶𝘁𝗏 Educational Center in Kumasi. In fact, this is going to help deal with the plenty carbon dioxide which is built up in the atmosphere, which is causing a lot of environmental and health hazard. So when this project is completed, they will bring it to the studio and then we shall see how this is going to help us deal with the problem of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So join me in the studio as we see the final project. Let's welcome our learners from 𝗡𝗶𝘁 Educational Center on stage. Judges, here are your learners who are coming to do their presentation. I leave them to you. Thank you.
Imagine waking up one morning and the air feels heavier. The sun burns hotter than ever before. And the trees that once gave us shade are slowly disappearing. But here's the twist. The story is not just about destruction. It's about choices. The choices we make today can either accelerate the problem or become a solution. I go by the name 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 And I'm here with
𝗂𝗏𝗡𝗂 a grade 6 student. A grade 6 student.
And 𝗦𝗛𝗢𝗓𝗔 a grade 8 student.
We are here to help you make the right choices.
The right choice? Well, with innovative technology like a carbon tracker app, we can make the right choice whenever it comes to climate change. But first, what at all is climate change? Climate change refers to the long-term shift in weather patterns and temperature. Climate change has affected Ghana greatly, especially in the field of agriculture. These are mainly caused by human activities such as illegal mining and indiscriminate cutting down of trees, which lead to the depletion of the ozone layer and the emissions of greenhouse gases. To protect our local harvests, we are creating a carbon tracker app that will check the amount of carbon produced in our daily activities and an automatic irrigation system that will ensure water efficiency and plant survival. This initiative will help prevent the ozone layer from depletion. And Kwame here will explain to us what the ozone layer is.
Talking of the ozone layer is a thin layer of gas high up in the sky. Though it is quite far from our planet, It plays a very important role in our lives. It is like a shield around the earth, covering us from the sun's ultraviolet rays. It is very important that we keep it safe. But due to climate change, the ozone layer is gradually weakening, and if care is not taken, it could deplete. If the ozone layer depletes, it should cause effects on humans, such as skin cancer, eye damage, and others, thereby making excess carbon in the atmosphere.
Recently, I saw my parents using their banking apps to know how rich they are. So, we decided to create a carbon footprint app and named it 𝗂𝗏𝗄, which will show us the climate impact of our daily activities. With the help of the MIT App Inventor, which is basically a block-based coding program, we built 𝗂𝗏𝗄. 𝗂𝗏𝗄 has several features, but I would like to outline some of the features to you. 𝗂𝗏𝗄 has an interface where all your calculations will be done. Calculations like electricity bill, transport, and others. Another feature of 𝗂𝗏𝗄 is some initiatives you can take in order to reduce the excessive release of carbon in the atmosphere. Since we are students, we decided to make these initiatives mainly based on students' life. The second phase of our project will be an automatic irrigation system. In Ghana, many farmers depend on rainfall, but due to climate change, rainfall is no longer reliable. Sometimes there is drought and crops do not get enough water. This leads to poor harvest and food shortages. On 22nd January 2020, the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Honorable Irick Opoku, and his Deputy Minister, Honorable John Dumelo, made several key statements concerning irrigation of crops in Ghana. This is why there is a need for us to move from the traditional way of irrigation to the technological aspects. We built this automatic irrigation system to water plants only when needed.
Our system is made up of an Arduino Nano, which serves as the brain of the whole setup, and which all the other components are connected to. This Arduino Nano was programmed using 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗃, which is a block-based coding programming tool. The other components include the buzzer, which sounds when there is not enough soil moisture. The green LED, which gives light when there is enough soil moisture. The red LED, which gives light when there is not enough soil moisture. The owner display, which displays the soil humidity for user feedback. The soil moisture sensor, which senses the moisture on the soil. So now let me give you a brief demonstration of the whole setup. So now, as you can see, we put the soil moisture sensor into the dry soil. Since it has detected that the soil is dry, the pump is pumping water into the soil. The buzzer is sounding and the red LED is giving light. But when the soil moisture level is high, the buzzer will stop sounding, the green LED will give light, and the pump will stop pumping water into the soil.
That's a wonderful presentation. Smart water, smart future. Judges, over to you. If you have any questions for them, please, let's hear you.
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗃, this is your question. How can people learn about climate change from your projects?
Okay, so on our app, we have a feature that is an AI assistant called 𝗂𝗏𝗏, which assists you to know more about climate change and what at all carbon footprint is. Thank you.
Well done. What materials did you use to build your project? Yes, we used 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗃 to build our system. Thank you.
All right, so congratulations. You've done a great job. But I want to know, what are some of the challenges kind of when working on the relays? And what are some of the solutions? Or how were you able to overcome those challenges? It's better to present something like this.
Okay, so it was very difficult for us to reduce the current from the battery to supply it to the pump. So to solve this problem, we use the relay, which is an electrically operated switch, which reduces a higher voltage to a lower voltage. Thank you.
Thank you so much for 𝗏𝗏 Educational Center for that wonderful presentation and answering all the questions that the judges gave you. Thank you, judges, also for that observation and also for the question. We are going to invite our next competing school, and that is the Ashoman Learning Center. So, ladies and gentlemen, before they come on stage, let's see this clip from their school. You are welcome to our STEMROBO Learning Center here at Hillview Montessori School, located at Ashoman in Accra here. Yeah, we are here to visit our STEMROBO learners who are currently working on a project to mitigate climate change. Yeah, we all know the problems that we are facing regarding climate change. Our learners are seriously working on this project at the lab. So join me as we go and see what they are doing, and then they will present it at the end of this project. So join me at the lab.
My name is 𝗓𝗏𝗂𝗓𝗏 𝗂𝗑𝗁𝗏. My team and I are working on the climate change mitigation and also working on the smart heat wave monitoring and cooling system using ESP8266.
My name is 𝗂𝗵𝗶𝗀 𝗂𝗵𝗀𝗃. We are creating this project because of the increasing temperature in Ghana, because people have suffered from heat stroke and have died, and we want to reduce the casualties due to this problem.
For this project, the components we will be using are the fan, which will cool down the system, ESP8266, which is the main controller, DHT11, which will check the temperature of the system, our cardboard, which will make our system stable, our fake grasses, which will decorate the model, power supply will supply power or energy, our red LED will indicate if the system is in a normal status, green LED will indicate if everything is normal, our gas sensor will indicate if there is a leakage in the system, relay model will control the fan, our fence will decorate the model.
So I just returned from the lab, and I believe you saw exactly what they are putting together in order to mitigate climate change. Yes, this is going to be finalized and brought to the studio, and then the judges are going to look at this and then award them marks. So meet me at the studio where we are going to see the final project. Let's go.
My name is 𝗓𝗏𝗂𝗓𝗏
My name is 𝗂𝗵𝗏𝗏 𝗂𝗏𝗏.
My name is 𝗂𝗑𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗏.
We are here to talk about the smart heat wave monitoring and cooling system. Ghana is increasingly experiencing the adverse effects of climate variability, particularly in the form of rising ambient temperatures and prolonged heat waves. Urban centers such as Kumasi and Accra frequently record high temperatures exceeding 30 degrees to 35 degrees in the dry and harmattan season. This significantly impacts our human health, leading to heat stress and dehydration, our agricultural productivity, leading to crop and livestock stress, our storage systems, leading to food spoilage and pharmaceutical degradation,
now machines leading to overheating risks.
We need an IoT-enabled monitoring system that can activate cooling when temperature exceeds the threshold, which is 35 degrees, and sends notification to users using the app or email. Some of the project goals we want to achieve are to monitor ambient temperature continuously, to provide visual status indication via LEDs, and to offer low-cost and scalable implementation.
For this project, the components needed will include ESP8266, which is the main controller, DHT11 or DHT22 sensor, which will determine the temperature of the system. Relay module will control the fan. Fan will cool down the system. Green LED will indicate if the system is in a normal status. Red LED indicates if there is a problem status. Power supply will supply power or energy. Operational flow. First, the temperature sensor sends that information to the ESP8266, reads the temperature and decides what to do. After that, the Arduino things. Depends on of the system if it is too hot. To show the status. Red light means there is a problem. It's everything is. So we have the temperature sensing, which measures temperature. The gas sensor, which measures the quality of air. The ESP8266, which is the main controller of our system. The expected outcomes. There is automated cooling response and reduce heat risks.
Future enhancements. We will gradually like to develop this device by adding solar panel systems to make it a source of energy and add AI-assisted predictive processing.
So we can have access to temperature readings with the help of a web interface, which I'm about to show you right now.
In conclusion, this device is suitable for homes, storage facilities, schools, and farms, which also helps to check the temperature of, let's say you're keeping foodstuff, it checks the temperature, and if there's a heat stroke around, so you can get prepared. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. That's a good one there. Now it's time to take questions, right? Are you ready? Okay, so judges, you've observed everything. Now, over to you.
Congratulations. In fact, your projects look nice, but my only challenge is with your gas sensor. You've spoken about it. I was expecting to see maybe a leakage and then see how the sensor works. Okay. And then also you stated in your explanation that when there is a change in temperature or leakage, be able to send alerts to the phone, which I wanted to experience that too. But I understand you said there is an app that I need to download first. All right. That being said, my question. So which part of Ghana will this project be very feasible? Or which part of Ghana can we use this project?
The northern part of Ghana.
So in the northern part of Ghana, what materials will they need to be able to put up this project in real life?
We will need cardboard, artificial grass for decoration. We will need the ESP8266, which is the main controller. The temperature sensor, also known as the DHT11. And the gas sensor.
Thank you.
I want to find out from you, in developing this project, what were some of the challenges that you encountered and how did you overcome those challenges?
We had a previous DHT because it wasn't working. So when we connected the wires to it, it wasn't coming on the app to show that it was online. So we had to change it and use a different type of wire and glue it to the pins for it to come on the laptop and the phone to show that it is online and it's active for us.
So since it wasn't effective, we had to use the inner part of the cable to connect to each other since electricity can flow in metals.
Thank you. I also want to find out, in a nutshell, how can people learn about climate change from this project?
People can learn about the climate change through the app, the Blink app, which tells you about the temperature of your environment and later can be used for research and studies.
It's the historical graph that's the specific part you can use for the research and study. It shows the temperature for past and current, and it has a live feedback, so it can help you know the climate. Thank you.
Practically, how will the project benefit the public?
The gas sensor will help us know if there's a gas leak. Let's say you're at home and you have this type of device at home and you don't know that there's a gas leak. The sensor will send the information to the phone that there's a gas leak and you can prevent it from spreading.
Good. Thank you.
I wish I could have this app in my home and start using it immediately. Just that, by the way. Thank you so much. Before we end the show and get to know the scores, we shall take a message from our sponsors. We're welcome back from the break. We have the scores from our judges. In fact, looking at what they have given me, I don't know who is going home and who is staying. Moving to the next round with 232.5 marks is 𝗡𝗶𝘀 Educational Center. Well done to both of you. Unfortunately, one winner has to proceed to the next round. This brings us to the end of this contest. In fact, it's been very exciting and challenging between 𝗡𝗶𝘀 and then Ashoman. That is Accra against Kumasi, using technology to mitigate climate change in Ghana and the world at large. So until we see you next week with another exciting episode, I want to tell you that technology has come to stay and STEMROBO is doing the magic. See you next week. Bye-bye.